Israel is giving up a plan to deport thousands of African migrants who entered the country illegally. In a statement to the Supreme Court, the government said it would look at voluntary resettlement options, but the forced removal of people won't happen. This is welcome news to many who've been facing an uncertain future for many years, such as these people from Eritrea.
It was a difficult time that for the asylum seekers here in Israel on the matter of being deported or being imprisoned for a lifetime. And it's good news to hear that the forced deportation is cancelled. And also it's a time that there should be a humanitarian solution for the asylum seekers.
I'm very happy to see the deportation policy is cancelled. And now it is the right time to the Israeli government to give a solution for the asylum seeker came from Africa, a refugee status, or to answer their asylum claim application.
I'm joined now by Yonatan Jakubowicz of the Israeli Immigration Policy Centre. Good to have you with us, Yonatan. And we met back in March when I was in Tel Aviv for a special broadcast from a school, and you supported the deportation strategy. So can I get your reaction to this announcement by the government? Is it a U-turn?
Well, it's not a U-turn. The government is still sticking to its policies about it uphold the principle of non-refoulement the countries of origin. It is looking for other options and solutions. But the massive campaign against the forceful deportation to third countries has left that option off the table as of now. But as you said before, voluntary departure is still possible, and the return to home countries is still possible, and the government will promote that. So we're still seeing the government will try to look for other options in that same direction. I don't think we're seeing a U-turn. I'd call it more of a setback.
Okay, a setback, but also, do you think it shows some sort of chaos, really? Because you know, Benjamin Netanyahu agreed, then cancelled a UN deal to resettle migrants in Western nations. I think that was in the space of 24 hours in earlier this month. Does the government know what it's doing?
Well, I would agree that we're seeing a quite troublesome picture. It is important to understand that it's a very complex issue, and Israel does not have all the answers. I think the whole world doesn't have a very easy answer for this issue of migration, how we deal with it. But I do believe that we're looking for a balanced point of view where we, as I said, are upholding our obligation by the Geneva Convention not to deport anybody to any place of danger. On the other hand, we do not want to become a hub for illegal migration and be forced to absorb people that we see that in the Israeli government's eyes are not genuine Geneva Convention refugees. And we're looking for other options, but it is very difficult, and we have to see where it's going to go from here.
In terms of voluntary repatriation, which is what it looks like the option is that likely because people aren't going to volunteer to go back to, especially Eritrea or Sudan?
Well, the numbers show actually a different picture. Since 2013, over 10,000 migrants have gone back to Eritrea and Sudan. Around 7,000 to Sudan, and over 3,000 have gone back to Eritrea. So we know that the picture that some organizations try to portray that no one can return to those countries is actually not true, especially Sudan. In the UK, people are deported forcefully back to Sudan. Also in Eritrea, people can go back. If they go to the embassy and they pay 2% tax on their income, there's no problem to return, and as I said, over 3,000 have done so. We've promoted a law that the aim of the law is called the deposit law, that the government employers of migrants have to deposit 20% of their income into a government-run bank account, and they can only retrieve that money once they leave. We hope that will develop an economic incentive for people who can go back to do so.
Thank you, Yonatan, for your analysis. That's Yonatan Jakubowicz there of the Israeli Immigration Policy Centre. Apologies for the slight, not great quality there, but Yonatan essentially saying that he doesn't consider it a U-turn by the government, more of a setback, and one of the options is still voluntary repatriation.